Hey there, I'm Ian Douglas. I'm the author of the website techinterview.guide, and I'm here to help people with career advancement and interview preparation. My live stream on Twitch covers topics such as company research, how to build resumes and cover letters, applying for the job, getting through interviews, and what to do during negotiations. I've coached thousands and thousands of people over the years to get jobs at the biggest tech companies in the industry, and I'm here to help you too. The following episode is taken from a longer live stream event and may contain interactions with other people in chat. Check out the end of the episode for more information. Let's get to it. Contacts. Myself and a friend interviewed at Google around the same time. I was asked to interview in New York City. My friend was interviewed in Mountain View. I got asked to solve technical problems and what I understood. They got asked how many ping pong balls could fit in a school bus. One side called those questions BS. The other is how they get hired. Yeah. So Google used to be really famous for asking those kinds of questions. They actually started around 2006, 2007. In 2009, they actually published a paper that said, hey, you know what, asking those kinds of questions, we didn't get any good information. Like everybody kind of broke those problems down the same way of like, how big is the school bus? Are the windows up or down? Are the seats inside the school bus? Let's look at the dimensions, the dimension of a ping pong ball, and you can do some rough math. Nobody was coming up with anything new or clever about it. And so Google stopped asking those questions. And then other companies followed suit. They generally don't ask those kinds of brain teaser questions, except as an icebreaker when we see that somebody's really nervous. What was interesting for me was about this time last year, Amazon announced that they weren't going to ask dynamic programming problems anymore. And then Facebook followed suit later in the fall and said, we're also not going to ask dynamic programming problems anymore. Because again, people were kind of breaking those problems down the same way. Everybody was kind of doing bottom-up recursion with caching. There was nothing new or novel about how to solve that problem. And so they're like, we're not getting good signals out of this, so why are we asking these questions? And so they stopped asking those kinds of problems. They're still asking traversal algorithms and things like that, like backtracking in depth first search, breadth first search, and so on. But they're specifically staying away from what are traditionally dynamic programming problems. And this has been confirmed by them. It's not a secret or anything like that. But it'll be interesting to see now whether other companies follow suit and say, yeah, we're not going to ask those kinds of questions either. I think it's a matter of time because everybody kind of watches how everybody else interviews and they all try to do the interviews the same way. And so as something changes in the industry, it kind of trickles down into everybody else. So when Google started and they were asking those brain teaser questions, so did everybody else. All the other FAANG companies were asking them, and then Google published this thing saying, we're not going to ask those anymore. And suddenly everybody else stopped. It still happens from time to time, but it's not as common. Thanks for checking that out. I hope that you found it helpful. I always appreciate feedback, so please let me know what you think. I appreciate any subscriptions, so please tell your friends and colleagues about it as well. Check out the website techinterview.guide for more information about when I'm live streaming and all of my free content. Drop by a live stream anytime to ask questions or message me privately, whatever makes you most comfortable. See you next time.